mama beef, but I do know this.
He's snitching.
I can't even go to bed, bro. Like everybody, I can't trust anybody.
Talk to me.
Brantley, a drunk retard calling into shows. She knows better than that. She done fucked up.
Yeah.
Right. My drunk fiance calls in a rewind. Her first words are so slurred. How the fuck is she allowed to stay on there? Why is Billy not fucking taking her off?
Talk to us.
What is this? You know what I mean? I'm more, again, before I start ranting about host, I'm more mad at Brantley. Brantley, number one to blame, right? But secondary, why the fuck is the show going on?
W came, bro. Like, actually. So I watched the rewind stream. I couldn't clip any of it. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it. And I'm so sad I couldn't clip any of it. I wasn't here. I was at work. So the rewind stream, everybody was drunk. It's so funny how it happened too, because Scooter did a drunk stream prior to this, and he convinced Xylie to go live and do a drunk stream after him to keep content going, right? So Xylie convinced Billy to start up rewind with her, right? So now because Xylie also said she was gonna do a drunk stream anyway, but she was gonna do it on Reapers. Nope, we did it on rewind because Billy was up. So they do their stream. It was a good stream too. They were having fun. They were getting drunk. They're making a bunch of money. And Xylie had a crash out. Billy did this bit about dad. Steak went up, and so because them two were both co-hosts with dad, Billy was like, "Oh, I'll do this bit where I'm your therapist," and it made Xylie crash out. It was so funny. I wanted to come home and clip it, but then Brantley went up there, and Brantley was already drunk. So she joined the stream. Brantley is Keem's wife, so obviously you don't. Keem doesn't want his wife drunk up there. But it was good content, and Billy wasn't drunk, to my knowledge. He might have been drinking some, but Billy was so coherent. He was the only one thinking of the audience, trying to put on the show. He was the last one there. It was like a 6 hour stream, something like that. It was such a good stream, dude. But yeah, it ended up getting privated. And so, and Keem said it's because Brantley went up there. She sounded stupid, and honestly, she did sound stupid. She and Keem is funny in this clip I have for you here. Kim goes, she wasn't entertaining. She wasn't. She didn't do anything embarrassing. She tried to twerk one time, and she was off screen, like in her own camera. She was off fucking screen while she was doing it. And Billy swept for it. He saw it, and he adjusted the windows so nobody could see. So like, it really wasn't that bad. She didn't say anything crazy. Nobody really said anything crazy. They just had a good time. And it got privated because Brantley exposed herself as a retard. She sounded so stupid. Like she didn't have any good takes. She didn't really know how to conversate. There was one part where she said, "Oh, maybe I should have my own show, but I can't have a co-host because I just gotta be me, right?" And like, her and Xylie were like doing drunk stuff. It was so cringe and bad. At one point, they were all talking about like some sort of cat, like like types of cats, and Steak was in on that conversation. There was one point where literally all the men got up and left because anytime anyone tried to talk, Xylie would drunk scream over them to get her point across. Every single time, dude. And she was annoying. There was one part of the stream where Xylie asked Billy, "Am I annoying?" And Billy goes, "No." She was. And that's what led to her own crash out. Because she said, she didn't like the dad bit that Billy was doing, but it was so funny. Like chat loved it. He was fighting it on Xylie's side, but he wasn't crashing out over it. And then Xylie goes, "You always make me crash out. Every time I crash out, I have to crash out. It's about to be the content. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it." And then Billy's like, "I don't care if you crash out or not." I really wanted that clip. It was so funny, dude. The dad bit into Xylie's crash out was peak LCU. But we lost it because Brantley, drunk, stupid ass, went up there just to get attention. That's it. It was just for attention. And that's why I'm pissed.
I'm more mad at Brantley. Brantley, number one to blame, right? But secondary, Why the fuck is the show going on? Like, where are these? Why are people community managers, but they're not fucking keeping the show safe? It's all, dude. Everybody failed me. Not a single person told me when Brantley went up to get pee or whatever, she shook her butt or whatever the hell she did, right?
Mhm.
And then I got people running around. Oh, she had booty shorts. Booty shorts are the tight motherfucking things. They're not. She had like pajama shorts on, but still,
Yeah.
I don't want my fiance up there
Bro.
on these shows drunk out of her mind. Like, bro, like everybody has failed me. And I'm sleeping, bro. Like,
I know.
there's no one here to just like have any common sense. I don't get it. Like, I'm mad at everybody.
Yeah, everybody that was in that stream, it was just crazy. It was wild, bro. I mean, that was like you said, if it was AMAC or anybody else, Xylie would have definitely shut that down because I seen her literally take a fucking person off stream that was slurring her words. But when it come to somebody else, her friends or somebody like that, they're like, oh, we'll just leave them up there and we'll just have this whole fucking weird. Because again, Rewind is not supposed to be a drunk stream. It's supposed to be Rewind.
This is also why I'm glad Keem went up when your mama had Xylie, that Xylie in her background, because he was shocked. Xylie already did a stream today, right before Test, this show, and he was shocked. Xylie said nothing about it because honestly, the stream getting taken down is her fault. It's actually her fault in reality, but nobody's gonna say that and step up to Xylie because she's an angry old swamp witch.
I yelled at that Billy and Xylie. You know, I obviously yelled at Brantley because Brantley's a retard. I'm saying that loud enough so she can hear me. Drunk retard.
Oh my god.
Let the record show that's the reason why the rewind stream got taken down. It was because of Brantley.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But it's what are we doing? How does stuff get so out of control? Like, you know, I don't know. Like, if I'm running the show and someone comes in and they're like really slurring their words, I'm getting them off. Like, that's a liability. Like,
Facts.
how come nobody's thinking this way? You know, there's no way Brantley was entertaining. She was just looked like a drunk retard in the little clips I seen.
Bro, you remember when you was up? You was
That's the only point I will concede in this entire situation debacle is that yeah, they probably weren't being the safest they could be because they had so many drunk people on stream. Um, but to be honest with you, the stream was safe and it was fine. It never got out of control. Um, so I think this stream is a bad example, and they're using it as kayfabe to push a different narrative, actually, and maybe introduce Brantley as a character into the universe more. But I actually think this is more kayfabe because the stream was honestly was 100% fine. That's why you have no clips of it because if it was really bad, there would be clips out there. It would be that bad. When I came home, I was so tired. I don't know if it was privated yet or not, but like I just went to sleep because I thought it would be there in the morning. But because Brantley was on there, period, and she was drunk, I guess it got swept. It got swept. So that's my bad. I almost had some clips from this epic stream, and it would have been the Billy doing the dad bit into Xylie crashing out. That was so funny. But Xylie's not gonna help me get that clip because it's her crashing out. And she even argued with me about it today in Chubby's or no or Cafe. I think it was in Cafe. She argued with me about it because she goes, I argue with Billy like this all the time, so this is normal. And I'm like, that doesn't make it any, that doesn't make you right, and that doesn't make it any entertaining, and it doesn't make you less annoying. It doesn't fix my problems at all that you do it all the time, bitch.
Xylie!
Xylie, what'd you do? You crashed out?
Good morning.
Okay, no, me and Billy got in an argument like we do when I'm sober.
You're like, I don't need to be drunk for
Okay.
that, bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Have you watched Rewind before? We get in fights all the time.
This is
Okay, so
true.
we got in a fight because Billy was doing his gaslighting thing to me and Steak. Billy's gaslighting thing. He was doing that shit over dad. All right. And I told his ass, it's not fucking funny, bro. Stop your shit.
What's the
all right?
gaslighting thing?
Gaslighting you.
What's the gaslighting thing? What's
Billy
going on?
likes Billy is like Keem and like Boogie, and I think like you, where y'all think it's really fucking funny when I get mad.
Wow.
You see how Xylie makes everything about herself, like a selfish woman? The gaslighting thing is the bit. Billy was doing a bit as being Stakes and Xylie's therapist. And it was funny. So play the clip, Xylie. If it wasn't so bad and you guys do it all the time, get the clip and play the clip so everybody can laugh at it. So everybody can have fun. Where's the clip, Xylie?
It's funny when anything.
Yeah, they find it hilarious when I get.
trolls a
They
lot.
find it hilarious when I get.
What were you
mad.
drinking? What were you drinking?
Drinking Crown.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're an old lady. You can't be drinking that stuff. It's bad for you.
Yes, the fuck I can. I don't wake up with a hangover the next day.
She's built different, Tommy. She can
I'm
handle
built
that
different.
shit.
But here's the thing: when I get drunk, I
Yeah.
love everybody.
Yeah.
I've actually kind of passive. There's only been 2 times while I was drunk that I've gotten mad. I got mad at Billy that night, but it ended as fast as it started, and we were good and we were having a great time. And
What did Brantley do before I Jaffe my career up?
What the heck? Where did our girl go? We lost her again.
she
happened?
came up there.
What'd she do?
She didn't. I don't remember her really doing anything.
Mm.
Everybody told me that it was everybody who's watched it, who actually watched it and didn't go by fucking rumors set by other people who are hosts.
Mm.
Everybody who's told me is when they watched it
Yeah.
that nothing bad really happened.
And that's true. That's the truth. I don't care about Brantley. I want the dad Billy clip. That's what I want. But nobody cares about that. It's Xylie who cares about it because it tarnished her image. Because all she does is crash out. Because she crashed out right after it. But if it's so normal, let's get the clip and share it to everybody. If there's anything else, I will put it now.
Like a drunk retard in the little clips I seen.
Bro, you remember when you was up, and Lacey was going crazy with the bikini and how fast you shut that shit down? Remember that?
Exactly. It's common sense. It's common sense. All it's going to do is get one of our channels a strike, potentially shut down one of our channels, which could be a ricochet effect that shuts down all the other channels. Like, you're
Exactly.
risking your job. This is so silly. So unfortunately, we got to ban alcohol again. And it's just, I don't get it, dude. I don't get it.
Yes.
So many rules here in the LCU. This is why we have so many rules in the LCU. Some of them, quite honestly, you wouldn't get in trouble by saying certain things. But we don't say them because you don't want people to flag one of these channels down and the channel gets taken down. Because here's why. They're all owned by Keemstar. If one channel gets taken down, it affects the rest of us. That's why he's so stringent on shit. It makes sense. It literally makes sense. So,
Unidentified party reported Keemstar's other banned channels, and through a paradoxical twist of events, Keemstar's channels.
So the only other thing I want to clarify is that I blame Xylie because there's a clip of Xylie in the banned rewind stream of this weekend where drunk Xylie asked drunk Brantley, "Are you going to get in trouble for being up here, for being on this show?" And Brantley said, "Who cares? I don't care," or something like that. And Xylie said, "That's my girl, that's my bitch," or something like that. I wish I could get the clip, bro. I really wish I can get the clip. And so that's why I blame Xylie. I think it's kayfabe, though, everything else that's coming out of this, because A, Locale Live thumbnail. The Locale Live thumbnail just dropped. So there's the proof of that. And Yo Mama is like the black guy here. He's adamant that he has a clip from the stream that he was gonna play yesterday, and it was gonna light the whole universe up. I don't believe that clip exists at all, unless he's talking about the clip I just said about Xylie going like, "Brantley, are you gonna get in trouble for this?" And they both just laughed it off and said, "Who cares? We're gonna be up here anyway, right?" Um, other than that, he's like blaming Steak. Like it's all kayfabe now for like Steak and Brantley, I think. Because now your mama's like blaming Steak for snitching on Keem, which got the test stream shut down yesterday, which would be a Sunday now. But here's Keemstar playing into it.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't have went that crazy, but I mean, were you surprised when you got that DM from Steak snitching on us?
Yeah, I was. Well, first of all,
Go ahead,
I
go
just
ahead.
want to say,
Yeah.
from my point of view, which
Yeah.
again, you're gonna have a different point of view. From my point of view, I was very grateful. Steak told me nobody said shit to me.
Yeah.
Steak reached out and said, "Yeah, Brantley was twerking, and yo, mom about to play that shit," and then showed me what you said in main chat. And
Damn.
I also heard.
And this is why I think it's kayfabe. Right after Keemstar left, guess who showed up? Conveniently, right? Guess who showed up conveniently? Had it right here. Steak. The second Keemstar leaves, Steak shows up conveniently. That's not what convinced me it was kayfabe because all the hosts has these rights in the Discord. They have the power to jump up on anybody's shows. That's not what killed me. What killed me was they have this argument. Your mama and Steak. So it's at 18 minutes, right? And Steak shows up at about 24. So they argue for like 6 plus 8, 14 minutes. And then what does your mama do immediately after? He plays a clip from Aussie, a recent clip from Aussie that he had just ready to go.
What you're about to do? Fucking weirdo. He act like he the hardest dude ever. He a fucking wimp. We about to play this. Let's show who fucking this clown is. This is this idiot yesterday on his own show. Roll it.
Air Snakes, that's massive. Frank the Chihuahua said, I think Connor is foodie.
So I don't know. I found that interesting. You saw how quick in a live stream, your mama had that clip ready up in another tab about Steak for some reason. I mean, I guess Steak was on Rewind, the band Rewind stream. Steak was there, but here's the thumbnail for today. For the live stream he's currently on, this is his thumbnail. He planned on making fun of Scooter. So he planned on starting the stream off talking about the Rewind band stream, why it got taken down, right? He just wanted to mention it because it related to the stream he did yesterday. That makes sense. But then we were supposed to pivot into blaming Scooter, maybe, because that also has some drama from yesterday. I don't really care about that stuff, though. You know, if you want me to cover that, let me see one comment about this extra drama that's going on between Steak and your mama. I think that's all kayfabe. I think that's actually manufactured drama. This is real drama. What happened to the Rewind stream? And Xylie and Brantley, this is real drama that they're gonna turn into a kayfabe stunt on live today. So hopefully this video get out before live, I guess. Might post it right before live, go live. And then there might be an update. But to prove that the twerking thing was also overblown, and I don't think they'll ever release the clip because this is what the clip is. It wasn't anything. Unless something happened when I wasn't watching, but I was watching most of it. I didn't see how Brantley left. But according to Xylie, they left. Nothing happened. But I recreated the Brantley twerking scene for you to end the video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, and I'll catch you in another one.